それでは最後になりましたが、原子力機構の核拡散セキュリティ活動総括と題しまして、
On the title of a general overview of JAEA's activities for nuclear non-proliferation and nuclear security, Mr. Toshiro Mochiji from JAEA, Director Integrated Support Center for Nuclear Non-Proliferation and Nuclear Security, will be making the next report. Good morning. I am Mochiji, the Director of ISCN of JAEA. Thank you very much for coming here today, despite your very busy schedule and this cold weather. From my side, this year is the 10th year since JEA was established in 2005 and the establishment of NPSTC, Nuclear Non-Proliferation Science and Technology Center. And this is also the 5th year since the ISCN was established on the occasion of the 2010 Nuclear Security Summit. Activities that we have conducted so far, but including former activities at PNC and our predecessor organizations, we would like to introduce the activities that we have conducted so far. As for the trend in the world, since 1950s, peaceful use of nuclear power in the world has started, and currently 30 countries have nuclear power generation. Expectations of use of nuclear power was enhanced from the point of view of environmental problems and energy security. And going forward, we expect increased use in the Asian countries and the Middle East countries. On the other hand, behind the development of peaceful use, there were nuclear tests in India and Pakistan, and expansion of nuclear use using the nuclear black market, and nuclear developments in Iraq, North Korea, and Iran. Problems of nuclear non-proliferation is something that has not yet been resolved, including the recent case of North Korea. There are still many challenges and issues remaining. And in this century, it's now a reality that we have an international threat of nuclear terrorism. To promote peaceful use of nuclear power, it is essential that we have both nuclear non-proliferation and nuclear security. JEA, since it is a former organization, we have been playing a central role in developing technologies related to use of nuclear power, like nuclear fuel technology, waste treatment, waste disposal, nuclear fusion, and radiation utilization. Under that situation, technological development of management of uranium, plutonium, and safeguard and nuclear material protections were promoted to strengthen non-proliferation regime and contribute to nuclear security. Nuclear development in Japan was started in a full-fledged manner when JARI, Japan Atomic Energy Research Institute, was established in 1956, and PNC was also established, which is a predecessor organization of AFC. These two organizations were integrated in 2005 into the present JAEA. You can see an arrow in the middle of this graph. Major trends of nuclear non-proliferation, nuclear security in Japan from 1950s until today is shown on the upper part of the arrow, and major events relevant to JEA, the arrow, and the trend is shown below the arrow. In 1977, after Japan signed the IAEA Safeguards Agreement at PNC at the time, important operations related to non-proliferation were started, including the uranium enrichment plant, Tokai reprocessing plant, and plutonium fuel fabrication plant. In the reprocessing plant operations, there was very tough negotiations based on the American non-proliferation policy, but we reached a conclusion by developing technologies that will not handle plutonium powder as a single item. In the 1990s, nuclear developments in North Korea and Iraq were discovered, raising concern about nuclear proliferation globally. Under such a situation, PNC at the time, working together with the government, conducted shipments of plutonium powder from France, and that led to the establishment of the return shipment of commercial MOX fuel from UK and France, taking place later. And after that, on the issue of MOX powder product process, it was not that plutonium was unlocated, but to raise transparency of plutonium management, we developed a safeguard technology realizing non-destructive assay of MOX in the glove box. In the year 2000, with the concern of nuclear terrorism after 9/11, in 2010, under the leadership of the United States, the first Nuclear Security Summit was held. And on that occasion, the Japanese government expressed its intention of establishing in JAEA an organization to support non-proliferation and nuclear security in the Asian countries. As a result, ISCN was established in JAEA. In the 1960s, research reactors like JR4 and JMTR using highly enriched uranium as fuels were started, but by the year 2000 we have converted to low enriched plutonium. As was mentioned by Mr. Hood earlier, at the previous Nuclear Security Summit in Hague, based on the commitment by the Japanese and American government, this year in 2016, Japan will cooperate with the US to remove all HEU fuels and plutonium fuels from the Japan's fast critical assemblies. So since its former organization, JEA, has been taking these approaches in response to the global trend of nuclear non-proliferation and nuclear security. This shows, after establishment of JEA in October 2005, organizations relevant to non-proliferation and nuclear security. At the time of establishment of JEA, to support the government's non-proliferation policy, the NPSTC, Nuclear Non-Proliferation